I forgot to unmute. Where's branch school principal's office? I suppose I should take a break now. I never expected to continue working as the principal of this academy when I was appointed here. However, given the future of the continent, there is great significance to being at this school. I never did plan to return to the army. I must continue working hard as the principal to support Lady Mildine as well. Reviewing the educational system of the Thor's main campus and the renewal of club activities. The main school has changed, and the position of the branch school must do so accordingly. In addition to relocating and expanding faculty and staff, they will be accepting many more students. For now, it seems as though we will continue to carry out classes in the fine arts here, but we must continue to work closely with Instructor Mary from the main campus, not only in regards to classes, but also for club activities. That's right, I hear that she returned to her home on vacation. I did enjoy discussions of romance. The send-off party prior to the beginning of the Jormungand campaign, and Wallace was with us then too. Speak of the devil. It's me, what's the matter? I see, I understand. Well, that does not seem very interesting, but... Mary, I know this is a busy time for you being the end of the year, so I'm sorry to call you here again. It seems you went to the trouble of taking a vacation from work too. No need to worry, I've gotten all my tasks done already. Actually, it's kind of a relief to have some time off. So what exactly is going on? I'm very happy that your work seems to be going well. I suppose there is no need to beat around the bush, I'll ask directly. What is your relationship with that man? Do you mean Makarov? Yes, him. He's not a noble, I don't know exactly what he is, but he's lazy. I heard that you were dating during the war. Back then it was just over a phone call, but by speaking to him directly, I did get a sense that he had a solid core. I can certainly appreciate him if he's a second disciple of Dr. Schmidt. But what in the world has he been up to for the past 6 months since then? I heard that after all of that, he has still yet to propose to you. But didn't he come here directly to explain the reason? Yes, well, right after the war he did come. I still have not been able to show Dr. Schmidt the results to convince him I am a worthy researcher. And until I do, I'll remain a half-baked man. When I do make it that far, I absolutely want to be with Mary. So I need to ask you for a bit more time. He was quite persuasive and his words were convincing. But I have been waiting ever since then with no news. And while he wants to produce his results as a researcher, he is but a teacher at the main school. Well, he has his ways. Even though you may deny him. Fine, I've had enough of that topic. Actually, the reason I called you here was not to discuss that. Mary, I'm going to arrange a match for you. What? What in the world do you... I do appreciate that you still yearn for that man. However, you have been waiting for so long that even I can see you are not totally convinced. You haven't even heard what the results he is seeking even entail, right? Right, I don't know the details. Even still, as your father, this is not something I can just overlook. And I was formally approached about the marriage proposal through the proper channels. Breaking our promise will bring dishonor to the family. The date is set for tomorrow. Of course you will accept, right? I don't know how I could refuse when you put it like that, but tomorrow is so soon. Do not misunderstand. I do not intend to force you to accept a marriage that you do not want. However, this is another trial that you must face in life. He's quite looking forward to this. As far as personality and lineage, I have no complaints regarding him. That is all I have to say. If you'll accept, please rest up for tomorrow. Father, I don't think we're done talking. Yes, we are. Fine, please excuse me then. Episode One Step Forward. That night, I see, so I've create the incident then. No need to worry about me. After all, my father at least seems to plan to accept my intentions. Well, that's good. You do seem a bit uneasy. More than a bit. But I'm sorry this happened, and I'm sorry you can't rely on me. No, it's not that you are unreliable. I know you're doing your best to produce the results you seek. It's boring, I know. But until I do, I'll remain a half-baked man. I'm the one who graduated from the college without producing my graduation project. Yet, somehow I'm the second disciple. George and Tita are producing good results, so I'm pretty frustrated. Makarov. So you must be working in the research building of the branch school today too then. The keep is a good place for running experiments after all. Of course, the main campus has plenty more equipment. The doctor is there after all. I see. But you still have to keep the contents of your work a secret then? Yes. I'm really sorry, but I can't close my research until it is finished. But once he accepts my work, I will definitely show you the results. And when that happens, I'll gladly go meet your parents again. Well, my father aside, I'm in no hurry, so please just take your time. It's already late. Let's leave it there for today then. It's good to be persistent, but be sure not to push yourself too hard. Well, I only have one lesson tomorrow, so I was planning to stay up all night. But I will try my best not to overdo it. Good night. Makarov, he's so absorbed by his work. But I know that even with that, he's worrying about me. Of course, I want more. If you would just say, I'll rush to your side. No, this just shows how much he trusts me. Tomorrow, I just have to find a way to refuse to the other man without being rude. And so, the day of the matchmaking meetup came. The matchmaking was organized directly by Marquis High Arms, the head of the Sutherland province, and the partner was not someone Mary ever expected. Marquis High Arms Estate, St. Arc. Daddy? Brigadier General Wallace? No, you are General Wallace now. No worries. I have not seen you since the day of the send-off party the night before the war, Mary. Yes, thank you for all your hard work. Is this some kind of mistake? Mary, that's so rude. Your Excellency, General Wallace, please forgive my daughter's rudeness. Not at all. Of course, she is surprised. After all, General Wallace is one of the most prominent bachelors in Sutherland, but he hardly ever engages in that sort of thing. And though he has been approached for matchmaking before, he has never once accepted. Yes, as you said, this is my first time doing this, but that is simply because I have not found a relationship with someone that I wanted to pursue before. But after the one time we conversed, I began to feel this way, and so as a man, when we approached, this time I had no way to refuse. You feel that way about me, General Wallace? As for me, I'm thrilled that my daughter caught your fancy. I did hear that General Wallace got some romantic advice from General Aurelia at the party. She knew my feelings. Why in the world did she? Well, in this case, we must let the event proceed. I agree. We are just in the way here. We should leave the rest to them. General, Mary, please enjoy yourselves. Valtheim and Barty's families are two of the most prominent in Sutherland, so I am honored to be able to mediate between us. I look forward to a good report. I'll do my best. Well... But St. Arc really is such a beautiful, tasteful city. I hear that one of the reasons that the city of Chalk was developed was as a place for the capital to be transferred to during the Dark Ages. And after that, when the prince returned, the history of the artists in the empire went through a major change too. Yes, that's right. People were more motivated to pursue the arts in the warmer southern climate. Artwork and techniques from that era were actually bestowed of the Altheim family. Is your family the same, General? Well, the Bardius family did aid during the War of the Lions, and as a result we were given many as a gift, yes. Even without that, I am actually a person who takes great pleasure and has some amount of commitment to arts and music. For a long time I wanted to discuss such things with you, as you are a music teacher. Is that so? Well, that's an honor. How about I buy us some drinks, and perhaps we can talk on a bench? That sounds nice. Here, it's nice to try something other than a cafe. I see, so you can see it that way. That's just my own opinion. But I'm very impressed with your knowledge of arts, General. Well, I could never hope to compare myself to an instructor in the subject like yourself. That's not true. But I never did think that discussing the arts with you would be this exciting. Perhaps you've had discussions with General Aurelia of this nature as well. Well, I certainly have had some good talks with her, yes. Though it's been quite some time since we talked like this. By the way, Mary, I'm sorry for the suddenness of all of this. I heard that you didn't even know I was the one coming. No, I must apologize for seeming so taken aback. But now I feel like I've settled down a bit. And I think I've finally been able to deduce your intentions too. Intentions? Well, I know that you consulted General Aurelia for advice on a romance at the party. I presume this is all to make a good showing for me and my father and our family. But that you would have felt that this matchmaking event was unreasonable for you from the start. I'm really sorry you ended up tied up in the internal matters of the Altheim family. I think you are misunderstanding. I am? As I said before, I am quite taken by you. That's where my true intentions lie. What? I also know that you have someone you hold dear named Makarov, and so I know this might be quite out of place for me to say, considering that. Even still, just like Makarov, I am of the age where I need to start seriously thinking of marriage. And so, even if there are obstacles in my way, because we got along so well, I naturally wanted to see where it could go. But why someone like me? You are right, the opportunity came about when I consulted her about romance at the party. I was fascinated by your appearance, your sincere thoughts toward Makarov, and I also found myself angry with him for making you wait like this. Knowing that, I would never have made you feel that way. I know you already have a partner that your heart is set on, so I should not have such feelings for you. But as a man, this is not something I wanted to simply give up on. I'm sorry, I know this is probably quite confusing for you, but I would just like to emphasize again that my feelings for you are real. Wait, he really does? Well, that is everything in my heart. To properly convey it better, there's a place I'd like to take you. Would you mind coming with me a bit more? Jewelry! The luxury boutique in Albion Garden. What on earth is this about? If it does not upset you, I would like to give you something that will serve as proof. Proof of just how sincere my feelings are. No, that's troublesome for me though. I know your feelings are sincere, but even still, I am in love with Makarov. As I said, what I'm doing might be totally hopeless, but allow me to state this plainly. I get this feeling there's something indecisive about your relationship with Makarov. You do? But what he's saying is exactly what my father is worried about too. It seems you are not unaware yourself. In that case, even more, I cannot back down here. General Wallace? I know that a ring would be far too abrupt for the occasion, so instead would you please accept this? Wallace presented Mary with the lovely corsage. Is this Margaret's corsage? The language Margaret speaks in with her flowers is that of true love, which are also my feelings for you. True love? I know that we of the nobility may have family issues, but I am from a barren household and I do have a track record of achievements in battle. Of course, that is more to convince your father, Lord Altheim, of my worthiness. But it is my pride as a man and my conviction that I can make you happy. Considering everything that is happening in the Empire, things will be difficult for the nobility in the post-war world. But if you and I are together, our homes can support each other. Well, I'm not asking for a decision right away. I mostly wanted us to take this opportunity to get to know each other better today. Of course, I know that asking you to decide today would be foolish. How about we leave it here for today? Perhaps we could pick up from where we left off tomorrow. But please, think hard again about who really is suitable for you. Well then, allow me to excuse myself. I look forward to a favorable answer tomorrow. How can this happen? How do I even tell Makarov? Suitable partner for me? My true feelings? Next day. It sounds like you both had quite a lovely date yesterday. The fact that you wish to discuss further here, does that mean you decided to give an answer? Mary, are you ready to give your answer now then? Yes. I thought about this hard, all night long, and I'm truly humbled and grateful for your feelings, General Wallace, but I must refuse. You're not the one for me. Even still, I cannot accept your proposal. Are you certain about that? Could I ask why? There is just one reason. I am in love with Makarov. You love him? Yes. I apologize for prying, but is that real love? Of course. Well then, please tell us your true feelings. I will give up, but I'd like to hear a convincing answer first. Honestly, I don't know exactly how to put it into words. Maybe it'd be good for me to start from the beginning of how Makarov and I got to know each other. Yes. This is a good opportunity for me to hear the story too. When I first moved to the Thor's main campus, I was coming from such a sheltered life. I was so full of worry. I was used to making mistakes and causing trouble to the people around me. It's not like Makarov was particularly friendly towards me. Actually, I remember I was quite scared of him at first. But after we interacted many times together, I got used to the way he was. At first glance, he seemed so sloppy, and he seems like nothing but trouble. But I quickly learned that he was the one who was watching over me the most, and he gave me such great casual advice. It wasn't just me, of course, it was nothing special. That was when I started to respect him. And I also really liked seeing his friendly relationship with his niece Mint. After we got through the Civil War 2 years ago, my feelings were made up. It was much more than just respect. I see. But why him, of all people? Father, are you that concerned about the difference in status or a 10-year age difference? When one person feels that way for another, none of that matters. I lack so much experience in life, as such I feel it is difficult and slightly awkward to talk about what true love means. However, if these feelings are real, no, I want to make them real. And so I really must apologize. Please forget I said any of this. I see. You've clearly conveyed your feelings about Makarov. General Wallace, then. Mary, you really love him that much. There's no way we'd not accept that much after hearing this. Mary, please do not rush to a conclusion. That voice. You finally showed up. Count Altheim and Marquis Harjams, please excuse my sudden visit. I heard that a marriage proposal is underway today, and so I wanted to offer my support. Support? So then you agree with this marriage, General Le Guin? I do indeed. What? Mary, I do believe that your feelings are true. However, right, Makarov is the main issue. Mary, I do understand your feelings, but there is a possibility it is one-sided. Wow, it seems like this has gotten much more serious all of a sudden. Not at all. Makarov does love me. I did hear that you two were not seeing each other recently. Is it not true that he has been leaving you alone and locking himself in the hangar of the branch school? I mean, Makarov working so hard because he needs to produce results. You can't even deny it. I have no doubt that you and Makarov share a connection, but this may also be fate. I have known Wallace ever since we were in a military academy, yet I was never betrayed or ignored, not even once. As a noble, as a soldier, he constantly lived up to my expectations, constantly supported me. I firmly believe that if his loyalty is directed to someone he loves, he will devote himself to her. He would never leave her alone, he would never make her wait, he would always live up to her expectations. He is more suitable than Makarov. Surely you must feel that is true, even a bit. I mean... Wow, for someone like you to say that much. Mary, I accept your true feelings. Even still, I want you to think about yourself too. I want you to pick someone who will stay close to you. As your father, that is my one and only wish. My feelings haven't changed, but what else can I say? Makarov, Wait just a minute. It's my duty to stay by Mary's side. No one else, only mine. Makarov. Did we make it? It would have worked if you had taken a bit longer. That's not very nice, General. Oh? What is this? What a beautiful unit. Could that be the rumored... This is the new type soldat that was secretly being developed by Schwarzer. So it is complete? Yes, and I was able to get Dr. Schmidt to recognize it as my graduation project. The official announcement has not yet been made, so please keep this off the record. But now, finally, I can stand at your side with everything I am. And as a full-fledged man, late as I may be... Makarov. Full-fledged, huh? That's quite rich, after you made her wait this long, and finally came storming in here. I have no excuses, but I also thought that I wouldn't be a real man if I didn't come here today. Honestly, I probably still am half-baked. Be it with research or with her, I have my own limits. But she recognized me, just as I am. And it's more than that, she's throwing herself at everything, doing her very best. Mary's charming, she's fantastic, she's everything I'm not. That's right. So that's why I was at a loss. I don't know that much about a woman's heart, and I know I'm too old to be with her. Can I still make her happy? After I heard what was going on with this matchmaking, I actually thought it might be better for a minute. I wasn't confident. Putting it off, saying it would just be until I got my research results, was just an excuse. But now, I'm totally determined. No more fooling myself, no more fooling her. General Wallace, I will not give her up to you. No matter how unsuitable I may be for her, no matter how good you two may be together, I will not give her up. I will not give up her feelings to anyone else, not ever. You got me. Now I finally see how serious you are. I surrender. Seeing how completely enthralled you are, I can accept that there's no room for me here. That may be the case. Well, Mary, if you are alright with this. Father, yes, of course. Well, this is all well and good, but at this rate this will bring dishonor on everyone who prepared for this. You are prepared, are you not? Then let us turn this over to you, to show proof of what you say. What? That's right, I too would like to see this proof. No issues, I trust, Count Altheim, Marquis? None here, of course. Let us see it then. Go for it, Uncle Makarov. Mary, I'm still immature. I'm sure I'll cause you worry in the future. But with these feelings that we share for each other, I know we'll be able to overcome whatever life throws at us. Oh shit! He did it! The freaking mad lad did it! You are someone I could never live without. So please, won't you marry me? Of course, I'll be counting on you from now on. I didn't expect that to happen. My god. Go get him, Tiger. I really appreciate your concern for me. You too, Marquis. I apologize for the trouble. Please don't mind it. In exchange, I saw such a lovely event unfold. Well, knowing you two, I'm sure you eventually would have settled down together in the future even if this hadn't happened. By the way, that corsage from yesterday. Please, think of it as a celebratory gift for your own true love. Wait, General Wallace, was this the plan from the beginning? Wow, what a thing to do. Oh, come now. Even still, you really know how to stir people up, General Aurelia. What do you mean? Well, Wallace actually asked me to help prepare in this plan. But thinking about things further, I thought it might be interesting to consider what a connection between Mary and Wallace would look like. And if Makarov did not pull it through, then everything would be all set. Well, that was quite the sobering experience for me. I swear, you really are something. This might be a bit out of place, but perhaps you two were able to take a step forward? You got me then. What's this now? Come on, don't butt into other people's business. Oh, come on, it's fine. I mean, it's all thanks to me that you guys were able to get together, right? That is true, Mint. You pushed the two of us quite a few times, didn't you? I guess I can't deny that, but I also can't deny that you've caused a lot of extra trouble, too. Even still, it was great having you along with me today. You're welcome. I just wish you'd be this honest more often, Uncle. You little. Don't get cocky. In any case, this is a day for celebration. Please do accompany me back to my home for dinner. Let's share a drink and discuss the future. Well, sure, of course, we'll take you up on that. And let's get going. It really makes me realize that people are unpredictable creatures. Mary aside, I never expected that Makarov to show such spirit. Indeed, I could learn from him. Well, based on Mary, you got pretty close this time, Wallace. Are you certain that really was all just an act? I wonder. By the way, if you happen to have time, General Aurelia, would you care to have a little match with me? A match? Now that you mention it, it has been a while since we did so. Very well then, let us have a match on horseback. Are you certain? I can't help but remember the matches we had on horseback when we were students, and I'm still full of regret for the unfortunate way that match turned out. It was a draw, no? I mean, the head of the equestrian club drawing against the first year is basically a loss, I'd say. I can't quite accept that, though. It's my loss. It seems that an incredible first year has joined our ranks. So then, what exactly is this wish that you wanted me to grant if you were able to beat me? Hey, it's the art. I wouldn't say that I won. Do I still have to answer even if the result was a draw? One day, I will become a great general known across the world, in order to show the potential of the sword. And if the goddess allows it, I want you to support me as my right arm. How nostalgic. Thinking back, in many ways, that might have been the start for me. Oh, what are you smiling about? No, I was just thinking that this was a good opportunity for me as well. Very well then, I shall respond to you with all my strength. I won't let you off with the same result as when we were students. I believe that is my line. If we are going to fight, then I shall be victorious, Wallace Bardius Senpai. That name brings back memories. But I accept. Prepare yourself. Aurelia Le Guin. That was nice. That was nice.